Is it working? Why is... Yes, it's working! Okay. Hold on, let me just... There we go. Yeah, it's your mic good, stream's good. Yeah, I know, it has been a while since I've streamed. Okay. Infected his ear. Okay, that's the fan in the background. There's no fan, it's just my laptop. My laptop's having a seizure. Speedy Yellow Silver? Oh my god, so many people here already. You got Maroons. Oh my god, there's so many people. I wasn't expecting this. Volta, Jesus Christ. Can't wait to see detail. It's been like a good hour since I've seen these tier lists, like properly. I've got them all loaded up in private of all places. All in private here. We'll start off with this one, which I believe is Perlo's. Oh yeah, Tyler, it's your birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Tyler. Alright, Alright, so yeah. So the top three is pretty good. His stage isn't here, massive L. Yep, it is a massive L. But top three, I think top three is very good. But that's a perfect top 2 tiers. I don't see how you could change that. You could say Reflection over Earth, but Earth in his Hearthstone form was able to damage Siberia with just regular punches. And also, he just becomes so durable and just gets so much health. I just don't see how you can put Reflection above Earth. So top 2 tiers, that's perfect. Bottom 2, I'd say you'd want to put Mutant down there. Mutant. He just doesn't really have any scaling to the rest of the group. He takes a few kicks from base unknown. But, I know he's not really trying there. He doesn't really have much scaling to the rest. Lil Bro is able to keep up with Flame, who's able to tag space. Lil Bro just has a bit more scaling to the rest. D tier is perfect. These two are 50-50, Flame and Blade. C tier. I have a few problems with. I have a few problems with C tier. Okay, so first of all, Reflection needs to be above Light. Reflection show up just beat Light in their fight. You can't put Reflection below Light. And before you say, but if Reflection copies Light's ability, then he just becomes this version of Light. It's literally his ability. It's like if he copied Space's ability, for example, it just becomes Space version of Reflection. So he just becomes that version. So Reflection already beats Light. Guardian could be higher. No, we'll probably talk about it later. Light, Reflection with Light should probably be B tier above Mana. Yeah, I'll probably talk about certain elements later on. But overall, I think it's actually a really solid tier list. For now, I will put it either top of B or bottom of A. I'll put it at the top of B. There's some pretty good tier lists in here. I'll put it at the top of B because mainly just part of this C tier. Yeah, it's mainly just this C tier here. Then we'll move on to Speedy's tier list. Most of this is going to be Speedy and Silver arguing. Hopefully not. Silver, you swing like a capybara on a... What? What are Silver and Speedy waffling? This isn't the place to argue. Okay, but on to Speedy's tier list. So hopefully he listens now and actually pays attention. Top tier, perfect again. This bottom tier, these bottom two tiers, that's perfect. A tier, perfect there. So we've got 4 out of 7 tiers are perfect. This is where things get made. Oh wait, sorry. I just realised. On Perlo's tier list, these two need to be swapped around, which I'll probably talk about later on. Probably another reason for it to be in B tier. Timeout? Fuck you mean timeout? Classic? What? But yeah, back to Speedy. It's another C tier problem here. Mainly Guardian and 2011. 2011 should probably be above Reflection here. Above Reflection. Guardian should probably be at the top of C. Maybe bottom of B. It can be around there. Light, Reflection with Light again should definitely be B tier. But I don't see how he's below Ray Shade. Because, well, first of all, Reflection's lightning beams are able to damage Protocol 001's weaponry, which is enough to pretty much just deal severe damage to Ray Shade. It's just much faster than Ray Shade. Ray Shade overall doesn't have the feats to consistently keep up with the speed. He's got some really good AP, pretty good range, and with the Shadow Arena, he can simply just brighten up the room. So Reflection, and then you've also got, you can just copy his ability. Reflection with Lightning should be B tier, above Mana. He clearly uses Lightning much better and uses it more than his Mana. He's clearly just more skilled with it. And he overall consistently performs better with it, I'd say. Plus his overall, I think it's just a bit more of a bit of power. Reflection with Darkness. He's not B tier. He's definitely not above Reflection with Lightning. Definitely nowhere near above him, anywhere near his level. This is by far the Reflection's weakest form, excluding his base. I would probably put him around C tier here, around where Water is. Can be a bit lower, maybe. But yeah, Reflection with Darkness is definitely not B tier. D tier, that's perfect. So 5 of the tiers really good. This B tier is mainly held back due to just Reflection with Darkness. Guardian can be higher, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all. Pretty good tier list Speedies is. I will put it in. Hello? Oh, what the fuck? Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I'll put it in B tier above Perlo's. I'll put it above Perlo's. Yeah, I think the main thing that holds Perlo's, I think there's just overall a few more errors with Perlo's tier list, and these two. I'll put up Speedies. It's close though. My tier list is by far the worst. I don't think so, Silver. I don't think it's that bad. Imagine just Silver's tier list is just the right thing, except the placements are backwards. It'll probably be better than my non-existent one though. This is predictors, I'm pretty sure. This is a really good tier list. So there's definitely a few missing, which is forms. Forms, you didn't have to include forms. There's no beast mutant, but don't remember. Perfect F tier, perfect E, perfect top tier, perfect A, perfect D, perfect C, B tier. Everything about this tier list is perfect, except these two. They're close in power. They are close, but space is better than Ray Shade, I'd say. He can walk off Bullet's energy punch. He can also overwhelm Bullet at times, which is very impressive, since that Bullet has really good reaction time. He can keep up with a holding back Zivorhus, who can overwhelm Unknown, and Zivorhus is clearly trying more against Bullet. I think space is definitely above Rashid, but overall, it's a really good tier. It's a really good tier list. I'll put it in. It's not perfect, so I don't think it's S tier. I think S tier is the proper tier list. So bang on. This has one error, so it's top of A. Now we're on to Infected tier list. Infected, you think would keep up with space that much? Yeah, I think space would be a bit too fast for Rayshade. However, to be fair, he does have his Shadow Arena, which can allow him to really land hits on space. Rayshade is actually kind of carried by his Shadow Arena. In a way. Without it, he's definitely C tier. So, Infected tier list. Top 3 tiers, perfect. Bottom 2 tiers, perfect. Light. Light is not top of D, bottom C. He's not here, I don't think. He is closer in power to water and base reflection than he is with these three. He completely blitzes these three. Light is faster than Space, Space doesn't even overwhelm Bullet through speed. He overwhelms you through teleportation. A mix of speed, sure, but overall, he overwhelms him more through hacks. Which he doesn't do to Flame, although to be fair, he's holding back. But overall, Light is definitely much faster than Flame and 100% blitz him. He could blitz L17, who's clearly the fastest out of these three. L17 can make an after image, and he got blitzed by Unknown when he had the Berserker Capsule. It was slower than Light. So Light can clearly just blitz these three, no problem. He's much closer in power to these two than he is with these three. So I'd say Light C tier. That's pretty much the only error. I'd say this is another A tier list. I'll put it below Predictors, since you can make. I think you can make more of a case for Reflection being above Space than you can have Light being D tier. Space out probably counter Shadow Arena. It could. Fair, if he used his ability better, then I would have put him in C tier. He's just too fast. Next up, I think this is LTA's tier list, and this is when we start to get. This is when things go down. So bottom 2 tiers are wrong. Mutant in his base should be an F tier. I think that's kind of clear. I've made that already. Top tier. We can actually finally talk about the top tiers now. It's a meta tier listing for sure. It is indeed. Zivorhus is above these two. Zivorhus is actually faster than the Last Guardian. He creates the same amount of after images as the Last Guardian does. They both create 3, but Last Guardian's going all out, while Zivorhus is holding back. So overall, Zivorhus is slightly faster than Last Guardian. Durability, Last Guardian is probably a bit more durable. Seymour Hughes is just objectively a more skilled fighter. He's more intelligent. He's got more hacks, etc., etc. It's close, but I definitely give it to Seymour Hughes, especially since just how he destroyed Bullet. But yeah, these three are definitely just far above anyone else in here. But Seymour Hughes, top of S tier. He could also probably just against Last Guardian's Spade, he could probably just turn it into like rubber and just make it absolutely useless, since he's able to turn his tie into a weapon that's sharp enough to pierce his body. Which could actually probably pierce Last Guardian's body, especially since he's faster. It's flexible. It's kind of hard to dodge due to its flexibility and its attack speed. He could definitely deal some really good damage to due to just how powerful that tie is. Yeah, I'd say Seymour Hughes top of that. A tier. I'm saving this B tier till last because that's awful. It's A tier. I don't see how 2011 or the Guardian are in A tier, especially above Earth. Earth is able to damage Siberia, who top 3 just scales far above everyone else in the tournament, including Bullet. Like, the weakest out of these 3 is Siberia, and he like no low diffs, like low diffs Bullet around there. He destroys Bullet. Bullet's got no chance. And Earth is able to damage him, and then he's able to take like very little damage from the and when he enters Hearthstone, he's able to shrug off the hits that were damaging him before. He just becomes extremely durable. Earth was taking damage, like it wasn't that much damage, but it was taking damage from the Siberia during the first half of the fight. But in the second half of the fight, when he uses his Hearthstone, up until that 287%, he had taken like a lot more potent hits, yet they only had done 17%. He clearly got more durable. Earth can also keep up with the holding back Siberia, who clearly just scales above everyone here. Like, even this holding back Siberia. But the Siberia in that fight, it was clearly weaker than the Last Guardian, one that fought Last Guardian, due to lack of missiles and weaponry. Possibly. Yeah. Just how? What? How? Unknown with Protocol 001 should also be below Earth. And these two shouldn't even be in A tier. They should be in B tier. With C tier. What is this? Genuinely, what is this? What is this? Reflection above. LTA says his positioning isn't put in order. I'm still critiquing it based on order, and even then, it's still not a good tier list. Ish. I'm still critiquing it based on order because he didn't actually put within the message that it wasn't in order, so. But these two, I don't get how you manage that, man. Like, Space Fragment is not C tier. Definitely not C tier. He's definitely a B tier fighter. Overwhelming Bullet. Doesn't actually have that many AP feats. He's fast. He's agile. He's got the space out. He can walk off an energy punch. Yeah, easily B tier. Light should be bottom of C. Water is not BT. He is not. His like best feat is like hitting bullet hard enough to where it seems that it damages the top of his head. That's his best feat. Yeah, he's C tier. Unknown being this low. Yeah. Unknown, he's a beast. He is able to ragdoll around 2011, who isn't that much weaker than the Guardian in strength. Like, yeah, I think the Guardian is definitely stronger, even though with the suit on he's able to match the Guardian in strength. And at first glance, it doesn't actually seem that the suit makes the user more stronger, because there's just not much to actually go towards that. But when 2011 and Guardian punch each other once, it seems to hurt 2011's hand, which shows that Guardian's dealing more damage than 2011. But they're still very close in strength, Guardian and 2011, and Unknown casually ragdolls at 2011 around, meaning that he's physically far more powerful than the Guardian, who can rip apart the suit. He can also create a couple of after images, being able to blitz L17, who can create an after image. So overall, Unknown is a very strong fighter. He's extremely powerful. Because I think May, Predictor, and Glitcher have the best tier lists. We'll get onto it, don't worry. Yeah, not much going on. Ray Shade being in B tier is good, just not that high. Reflection Prime being below. Light is just, that's an atrocity. Reflection Prime should be A tier, above Protocol 001 Unknown. Yeah, I'll get onto that on some of the later on, actually the next tier list. L17 above Flame. We've been on this for ages, haven't we? That's not good luck. L17 should be above Flame. They both have really powerful APs. Kinda. L17 is more lethality, whilst Flame is AP. Flame is able to cripple Space Fragment with a single hit, being the repulsion kick. And then L17's blades are able to hit eye to cut through Seaborhians. But L17 is much faster and is more likely to use these weapons than Flame is with the repulsion attack, where he needs to be in like a specific position to actually use it and to actually land it. And also he only did it like at the end of the fight in Space Fragment, which shows how less likely he is to use it and how iffy it is to use. So overall, I'd say L17 is definitely above Flame. Reflection with Darkness is definitely not D tier. He's C tier. Don't see how he's below Reflection Base. He's literally just a stronger version. Should be top of C-ish. You should be top of C. You're fine there. You're C tier. Definitely not in the same tier as the guy who's just ragdolling around like he was nothing. And he's in the same tier as like Light, which he's obviously closer in power to. We spent ages on that. I'm gonna have to give this D tier. Definitely. The only one I wished I changed was 2011. Yeah, this is still LT. I was LTA's tier list, yeah. Yeah, D tier. Now we're on to Tyler's tier list. And, oh boy, this is a big one. Top 3, perfect. E and F. We can actually finally talk about Int. Int is very memey. Yeah. We all know the Int meme. But he's actually not that weak. We meme on him all the time, but he's actually not that weak. He's actually kind of decent. His mana's able to deal a lot of damage to Rayshade, who's a B tier fighter. And, like, sure, his overall physicals are pretty bad, but his mana just gives him far more scaling to the rest of the group than any scaling that these two have. He's definitely E tier, especially since he's got the range. He's also got intelligence, even doing surprise attacks, which in that one fight failed. And to be fair, it was, yeah, if it was against like a fighter like Flame or Blade or maybe L17, it would have worked. But it was against a B tier fighter, sadly. He's E tier. These two F tier. Little bro above base mutant for reasons I've said already. I looked at your tier list and there is nothing Trav would disagree. It's bad. Sage is here! Let's go, Sage! He's agile, has a good power, is lethal, and most likely one of the smartest characters. Exactly, yeah. As birthday boy, you were obligated to put me in S tier. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, Tyler. A birthday boy, you mean birthday man? Knight shouldn't be D tier. He's C tier as reasons I've said already on the effective tiers. Mutant is not C tier. He just doesn't have enough control over his mutant form. His control isn't actually terrible, like most people believe. It's just a bit mediocre at best. You can definitely control it better. He's not a skilled fighter. He's got some really good lethality, and his lethality is carrying him. He's got good speed, but he's definitely not C tier. Especially not the same tier who literally, like, fucking no-diffed him. Unknown was tearing him apart without any difficulty. Unknown is not C tier. He's B tier easily. Mana reflection being below Earth is a crime as well. Earth is A tier, being able to damage Siberia with his bare fists in Hearthstone form, and A tier for reasons I've already mentioned. You're not B tier for reasons I've already mentioned. B tier, that is good. I think is that the first time Reflection of Lightning has been put in B tier? No, it's not. The previous one where he was above Reflection Prime. Guardian is higher than that. He's top of B tier ish. Now that I think about it, he's mid of B, isn't he? Because there's only like 5 in there, excluding Reflections. Space Fragment is not C tier. He's B tier, obviously. Rayshade. I actually get to talk about Rayshade now. Rayshade is B tier, which is something that has really only happened recently. It's definitely a change that has happened recently. I don't think it's that bad if you put him at top of C tier, but I think he's definitely B tier, mainly due to Shadow Arena. He's also able to damage the Reflection, knock him around, and have him on the floor. He's really agile, good in hand-to-hand combat, being able to match the Reflection in that area. And no, Rayshade isn't that dumb. He's not that dumb. He definitely had his reasons for throwing the Mana Crystal. One, he was intelligent enough to actually take it in the first place. Two, he threw it at the best opportunity he could. So overall, he's not that dumb. He was probably hoping that it would take out the Reflection, but it was definitely a misplay and would probably go against him. It's just bad that it happened against the Reflection, but that does take away part of his intelligence. So overall, he's not dumb, but he's nowhere near smart. You're not top of C. I don't know how 2011 in base is above Unknown. How did you do? How do you manage that? Unknown was ragdolling him around. Water should be top of C tier. Oh, I get to talk about this now. So Reflection Prime is above Unknown Protocol 001. That to some of you might be a bit like confusing, but Unknown countered Reflection due to his Mana Vampire. That's the main reason why Reflection is above Unknown. Reflection was also completely blitzing him and just destroying a lot of his weaponry. Reflection had the clear advantage. He only got brought down when the knife hit him in the arm. When Reflection went to go for that risk, which would have only actually backfired against like Unknown, like Bullet maybe, Guardian maybe, but Reflection would probably outspeed Guardian. He could have used the crystal better. He could have definitely used the crystal better. Maybe try and stab, but he wasn't trying to kill Rayshade. No, he wasn't trying to kill the Reflection. We know that Rayshade's more of not a pacifist, but he doesn't like killing, as seen against Int. So throwing it towards the stomach area to make sure he didn't actually kill his opponent. And he had a good opportunity, so he took it. It would have been smarter to... Oh, yeah. Base 2011 was doing well until Unknown busted out the drugs. He was beating Base Unknown, but when Unknown brought out the Berserker Capsule, it was over. Like, just completely over. This including Unknown with pills, which beat 2011. Yeah. Yeah, easily. It's... Against Base, it's like a no-loader fight. Unknown versus 2011 in Protocol 001 is kind of 50-50. Is that it? If I haven't talked about anything, then, you know, there's stuff that would work with other tier lists that you can grasp. But overall, I think this is another D-tier tier list, sadly. In ordering... I'd put LTA lower because of LTA lower, but just because of the Reflection stuff. Like, I don't know what was going on with the Reflection. Yes, I know. LTA should have just put LTA should have said that he didn't order it in the actual message. That's what you should do. Whose is this? This is either T-Posers or Silvers. I think this is T-Poser? Is it? Yeah, this is T-Posers. This is a really good tier list. It's a really good tier list. This might be perfect. Perfect top 2 tiers, perfect bottom 2 tiers, perfect D tier, B tier, perfect, C tier. C tier is pretty much perfect. That's perfect C tier? Yeah, perfect C tier. Yep. First S tier, T-Poser. Yep, that's a quick one. Silver. Silver Soldier. It's tier list. S tier, perfect. That seems to be the tier that people are getting right the most times, which makes sense, because I think most of the community has come to agree that this is the top 3, and that's the order. A tier, perfect. And as I've said before, many times, Mutant is not E tier. He is nowhere near E tier. He is bottom of F. He's got no skill and etc. for many reasons I've already stated. How the hell is Reflection base in D tier? Especially below Flame and Blade. How? What is this? Why is he so low? Like, what? That makes no sense. He didn't even... Come on, Silver. Reflection base, C-tier. He's got some really good durability. He's able to take... He doesn't tank. He shrugs off, not sure about shrugging off. Walks off, shrugs off, around that area. I only took base. Yeah. No, but he can still copy abilities. It's still part of Reflection's powers. I didn't include him being able to copy. Well, Silver. It doesn't. You should have thought better. Everyone banned Silver. An entire tier below the guy who was beating fairly. Yeah. This C2. This C2 is not actually that bad. Like, it's pretty, but it's not bad. You should be C. These three should be B tier, and you should be above you, like I already. Light, as I've said many times throughout this. Bottom of C tier, and definitely C tier, which is good. Light being a C tier, that's good. And should be in the same tier as Mutant. Mutant should be D tier, as I've said already. Just doesn't have the skill, and that's pretty much it. He's just not skilled enough. And he doesn't really use his speed and agility that well. He only really used it against, like Unknown. Like, at the very start, and past that, he just didn't use it. Although, to be fair, he was getting bullied, but 2011 should be higher. Above, should he? He's around there. He's around there. Above Reflection, probably. Maybe around Light and Reflection. That's good there. B tier, that's mostly good. It's just Unknown should be above Guardian. Which Silver was literally in a call with me and Sage about, and we were literally talking about how Unknown versus 2011 was about 50-50. Come on, Silver. You were literally there. Overall... Oh, by the way, I am fine with Guardian being here, by the way. It works. Overall... Probably... Whoops. No, I put glitches in tier lists in C tier by accident. Don't worry, Silver. No, don't worry, Glitcher. It's fine. Now, how does it compare to Speeds and Polos? Compare that. So overall, isn't that bad? It's not that. I think it's mainly Mutant and Reflection that really gets it really low. I think it's mainly those two. And Mutant, but that's affecting every single one. Maybe I did, but Oh, who did I put above here? I actually don't know. I put Speed as above, okay. I think Silver's tier list can be better. That's not Silver's tier list, that's Glitch's tier list. Glitch's tier list can sit at C right now. Now Glitch's tier list. Nothing wrong here. This looks like a perfect tier list. Yeah, that's a perfect tier list. S tier. I'll put it below T-Poses just because, you know, T-Poses just has more in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, where's Silver in B? He's at the bottom of B. Silver's there. So we've got LTA, Tyler, both in D. Silver, Perlo, and Speedy all in B. Infected and Predictor in A. And then Glitcher and then T-Poser in S. Well, the others, he doesn't have to include them. He doesn't include them because they're forms. I said that you didn't have to include forms. You have to include all the fighters, but you don't have to include all the forms. For the first time, I made a perfect tier list. Yeah, it's pretty much perfect. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I think that might be pretty much all for this stream. Oh, that's pretty much it. I'll end the stream now.